Hey, what's up, everybody? Tony here from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Hope all is well. Let me know that you hear me and see me quickly. Give me some feedback. Want to make sure everybody can hear me and see me. Let me know the audio check. Just say, Tony, I hear you. I can see you. Everything is good. Quick feedback. Type it in the chat really quickly. And we can get started today. We'll be on for about 25 to 30 minutes. And we should be live because it shows as live on this end here. Type in the chat, guys, if you hear me and see me. I need some feedback. Feedback in the chat. Feedback in the chat. And also type in where you're coming in from. Where in the world, and I'll start calling out some names and everything in between, and then we can start with the show tonight. So I don't see the chat. Somebody is like, hey, what's going on? Hey. Can you hear me? Hopefully this is good. Hopefully we are okay. I'm not sure because I'm not getting any feedback. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting feedback now. Something was wrong with that screen. Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Motor City Man here. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Arizona. Great. Yo, Antonio. No lag. Great sound. Hey, Tony. Max from Las Vegas. Loud and clear. Texas. We hear you. Okay, great. Thanks for getting on, guys. All right, so how many of you are here for the first time? Lawton, Oklahoma, Vegas. If you're a first timer, put first timer. Cincinnati, South Dakota, Chicago. We hear you, Papa. Kentucky, great to be here. Pro Graphics, great that you're here. Tony, you're a beast. Truck driver. Matt from Michigan. Hey, what's up, Matt? You are funny, man. I love the review on that Adam spray gun. You are funny. Second time, first time Cali, first timer. Fourth time, bro, Waco, Texas. First time Kentucky, you're doing good, Tony. Anaheim, first timer Denver. All right, awesome. Now, let's get started. So tonight is going to be a nice and simple and easy show. I'm going to show you what I got today at the paint shop. I wanted to go last week. It's just been so busy. And I have my little invoice. I'm going to show you how much I paid for everything, what I got, and the new materials that we're using, and also the truck project in back of me. So I'm going to show you the truck first, show you what we're going to be doing to it, and I'm going to show you the materials, and then we could do some light Q&A. LeBron Massey, what's up, bro? First time this month. Awesome. So let's go ahead and do that. I will turn this around quickly. And just quickly, I'm going to show you the project truck that we will actually be starting on this weekend. I'm starting on it this weekend. So we're going to basically sand it all down. All right, we're going to do our light body work. We don't have a lot of body work, very little. Up in here, we grinded last time, pulled some dents out. We got to pull some dents out down here, if you can see, right down in here. All right, you got to do it here. A little scratch here, not too bad. We're going to pull off the front bumper cover. Okay, we're going to sand it down. We're going to put some adhesive coating on it. Okay, adhesive promoter, and we're also going to paint the bumper cover the same color as the truck. Okay, I may do door jambs. The main color is going to be white. It's going to be a 2 or 3 tone with pearl and flake. What's up, LeBron's son, Junior? What's up, Junior? All right. So this is what we're going to do. And this bar, I'm probably going to make black. Okay, this is going to be painted black with the mini spray gun because it's easier with a small spray gun when you're spraying bars. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you the material. This is one of the colors that it's going to be. Beautiful, beautiful, nice tealish color that I picked out for the two-tone. So it's going to be white and teal, and I will show you. Yo, what's up, Kev C? X16 is awesome, Tony. Thank you. Yeah, man. Keep me posted with your projects. I want to know what's going on your end as well. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and I'm going to turn it on to my material list that I got today here. And just give me some feedback and make sure you can see everything I'm talking about. I want to make sure there's a little delay and lag. So I kind of have to wait for it to show before I continue. So I'm just waiting around right now. And I want to make sure that we kind of got a good view on what's going on. It's kind of tough because, you know, I don't know what you guys see. It takes a little time for it to adjust. So hopefully this is good. And guys, in VIP, what's up, Ferrari boy? In VIP, all of this is going to be step-by-step in high definition video, so you get a better idea of how everything's going to be, all right? This is just on the fly. So mainly, I picked up some 320. I ran out of sandpaper. I got some 320 3M, okay, sticky roll, all right? You could use Velcro or you could use sticky roll, okay? So I got this to go over our project. So this is going to be, we're going to sand down the entire project with this and get it nice and smooth ready, okay, for our primer. And then we're going to block out our primer with 400 grit on a block, okay? So this is our main paper that we're going to be sanding the whole thing down with, a 320 grit, okay? And this was $29.03 shop price. So you guys will probably be paying, if you don't have a shop account, you're going to be paying probably 15 to 20%, about 15% more, 15 to 20% more, okay? So 29 bucks. What else do I got? I will be using, I've never used the Advantage primer. This is an affordable brand. And the guy told me that this high build primer is a pretty good one. All right, so we're going to be using this system here. This is a 2K high build primer sealer. Okay, so this is going to be a great base foundation, okay, to paint on top of. All right, so all of our body work is going to be finished off and primed with this right here, okay, and then final sanded with 400, and then base coat, clear coat. All right, we're actually got Intercoat too, which is cool. So this setup right here, I got a quart and a cup of activator. Let me see here quickly. Okay, $41 for the quart of primer, and the activator was $17.50. So $42 actually, $41 and change for this. So this kit was basically about 60 bucks, okay? And the cool thing about any of this is you could reduce it, okay, with as much activator. So I can actually put an additional 8 ounces of activator in here. I mean, my mistake, I can put an additional 8 ounces of reducer to thin it out if I feel it's too thick. So you could use it as a really thick primer filler sealer, or you could reduce it down a little bit, a few ounces, right? Add a few ounces of reducer to your mix to make it a little thinner, easier to come out of the gun. All right, and I recommend you spray out of at least a 1.8 to a 2.0 tip on something like this. This way you can get more of it out. The thicker you go, the bigger tip you're gonna want. All right, so some people, like I used to even also spray this out of a 1.4 tip, okay? But you gotta thin it out. You could thin it out and then you compensate by going over a couple of coats.
Okay, so instead of 2 thick coats, you might have to do 4 medium coats if you're reducing it and spraying out of a 1.4. You guys get it? But to avoid reducing it so much and spraying out of a 1.4, you could basically spray out of a 1.8 or a 2.0. I will be spraying out of a 2.0 tip. Okay, so we got primer. Let's talk about the body filler. Okay, there's a bunch of different body fillers that you could use. I'm using the Intercoat Z Grip. It was on sale. Okay, that's why I got it. Normally 50 bucks. I got it for $28.47 for a gallon. Okay, if you wanted to get Rage Gold, basically that was on sale for 80 bucks. Normal price, 100 bucks. That's ridiculous. I don't know about you, but I'm not spending 100 bucks for a gallon of filler. Okay, 30 bucks is good. If you guys, if the video froze for you guys, just hit the refresh, the live button, and it'll refresh. Okay, so I got a full gallon of Z Grip. Okay, and they were giving me rave reviews on this. They're like, this is a hot product. Everybody buys this. This is the way to go. So I'm trying this. I've never used Z Grip before. We're going to use it on this project, and I'm going to document to you on how it was. All right? Yeah. Well, sandpaper, yeah, I did pay a little extra for this, but I support my local auto body shops here, and Connie is wonderful to me all the time. Okay, this is super cool. For newbies especially, if you are planning to spray pearls or flakes, this is what you want to use, okay? It's called DBC 500, and I talked about it many times. And basically, this is an Intercoat clear. Well, they call it an Intercoat clear or a mid coat, okay? But it's not a clear coat, it's a mid coat where you could mix up your pearls and flake in this. This is like a clear base coat, all right? And you can spray your mid coat with this. So you basically, what I'm gonna be doing is spraying my white base coat. I can open the can and show it to you if you want. It's basically white. I'll just judge it on audience feedback, okay? You spray this on after your car is completely ready for paint, primer sanded with 400, you spray your base coat, okay? It's going to be white, truck's gonna be white. Mix some of this up with reducer. You reduce it 50-50, 1-to-1, same thing, okay? Just like base coat. And then you mix in your pearl or flake. In this case, we're gonna be using the X Finishes. Hold on. We will be using X Finishes Moon Dust Pearl. Okay, they hooked me up with all of their colors. X Finishes hooked me up with all of their colors, all of their pearls and flakes. So I'm going to be using the Moon Dust White Pearl by X Finishes. Okay, so we're going to spray a white base, and it's going to get a nice coat of Moon Dust White Pearl on top of that to have a nice pearl white paint job. Okay, so that's that. And we're going to mix this in our DBC 500. I usually don't do this because I'm experienced and I could just mix this in my clear coat. So you could mix pearl and flake right in your clear coat, okay? But you got to be sure you don't run it, because if you run it, you're going to have an issue, right? You're going to have that pearl run, okay? And that if you want to avoid that, you go with the DBC 500, which is a clear base coat. It's harder to run a base coat than it is clear because you're just laying it on, you know, like layers. You're not trying to wet it on like a clear coat where you could make a mistake, right? So this is DBC 500. I'm going to show you step by step how to use this. This for the quart costed me DBC, where is it? $61, okay, for the quart. And this will basically make you a half a gallon if you reduce it, okay? This will make a half a gallon. sprayable material, okay? Because it's a 1-to-1 mixture. And that mixes up with my reducer. All right. So I gave you the price on that. Basically 60 bucks for the primer, 60 bucks for my Intercoat, my clear base coat, 50 bucks for filler. How much was it? No, $28 for filler. Okay, and let's get into the I got a couple of coats of, a couple bars of, not bars, rolls of tape here, American PG 3/4 inch. These were $3 and change per roll, okay? I like American tape, and I highly recommend that you actually spend the extra money and get good masking tape, because if you don't, the glue is going to stick on your projects and on your chrome moldings, your rubber moldings, and you're gonna have a problem taking it off. Are you guys liking this so far? You guys getting a lot out of this? You guys liking this so far? Well, tune in next week. We're going to be doing one every single week now until this project is complete. So next week, this time, you're going to be able to tune in. You're going to see all the work that we've done on the car. And it's not like I'm working on this every single day, right? The truck, I'll probably put in a day and a half during the weekend, okay? Probably put in 10 hours this weekend. So next week, you'll be able to see what the truck looks like with 10 hours of work, roughly. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'll put in 2 6-hour days or 1 8-hour day, and we'll see, all right? But I will tell you exactly how much time I'm putting in to get the project to where it is, all right? So that's that. Would you guys want me to open up the paint and show it to you, or no? Tell me yes or no so I know. I don't want to waste your time here. Let me know what's going on. If you want me to show you the paint, open it up. I'll do that. Put show paint in the chat, and I'll do that. But for now, we're moving on. I got a couple of extra Bondo spreaders here. Okay? These are super cheap. I don't know. I think they just gave these to me. They gave these to me for free. I got these for free. Okay. No need. Don't worry about the paint. Okay. Don't worry about the paint. I won't worry about the paint. Show paint. Some people are saying show paint. Okay, clear coat. I am using House of Color USC 01. Okay, I like this shit. Okay, this is good clear. So I will be using this clear again. I have a little bit left over in here. I probably got this much left, so I'm going to restock up and buy another gallon of this clear. Okay, so I'm going to get this clear. I totally forgot. I think I paid close to $200 for this set for the clear coat. All right. What else did I get? So total, everything here. Oh, we got one more thing. Okay, we're using Dolphin Glaze for our glaze putty. So after most of our body work is done and it's looking good, right? If we have a little bit of nicks and chips in the primer, or if we missed a little bit of body work here or there, little scratches, right? We're going to be using this Dolphin Glaze, okay? It's a 2K glaze, and this was on sale. Normally I think 25 bucks or something. We got it for 12 bucks on sale. Not too bad. 12 bucks on sale. Okay. And 1 second. And this is a 2% mix with the activator. This is the activator. Okay. It's 2%. So you put literally a dot of this stuff with your glaze, and that's it. You mix it up, you spread it, and that's that. You could also, if you run out of this by mistake, okay, you could use regular Bondo hardener for this. All right, this works as well. All right, so that's that. Glaze putty, we got the new shit. U-Paul Dolphin Glaze, $12, not bad. Pretty big tube. This will last you quite a few jobs. All right, it doesn't tell me how many ounces. 440 milliliters in here, so pretty big. All right, so that's pretty much what I got. Some people said show the paint. Some people said, no, I will just show you the teal. How's that? The white is basic white base coat. Yeah, here. Maya wants to open the teal. I'll just show you what the teal looks like quickly. Go over here. We'll just show you what the teal looks like, and we'll do some Q&A. Be careful. Okay, great. So this is what the teal looks like. I don't know how it's going to look on video. It's probably not going to look that nice as it does in person. But this is the teal color, guys. All right, so we're going to be doing a two-tone teal and white with a little bit of silver flake and some moon dust white pearl in the white base coat. So this is going to be a pretty intensive color project. A lot of work, but it's going to look really nice. It's going to look really nice. I have a vision of how I want it to look. Where's my hammer? Right here. Okay, so basically everything here without the clear coat, 315 bucks. I could have probably saved a little on I did save on this. I did save on this. I did save on the Bondo. Pretty much the sandpaper, right? I could have got this at Super Grit for a lot cheaper. So Maya, say what's up to everybody here. A lot of people haven't seen you. We have close to 100 people watching right now. That's a pretty big.
101 people.
That's a pretty big audience.
That's not bad.
So did you guys like this so far? Giving you an overview of what I bought. Turtle wax sucks, Kev. Turtle wax is not for buffing sanded clear coat. You want to use a compound. You could use the, let me see what I got. Hopefully we don't cut up here. Perfect It is a real good compound to use. Okay, the 3M. This is the swirl mark remover. There's another one. I totally forgot what the number was. 06063 or something like that. I ran out. I got to buy more. But I also like Auto Magic Power Cut Plus. This is a real good compound, buffing out 2000 grit. Okay, or 2500 grit. All right, and you could use, I'm not too fond of using the white pads. I like the yellow wool or strictly foam. And on this project, we're going to be actually doing foam. Okay, we're moving, all of our buffing is going to be done with foam from now on. This is like the new way of doing things, and we're getting away from old style foam buffing pads. I mean, wool buffing pads. It's still good. You can still use this. All right, but we're going to move on to coarse grit foam and fine grit foam for buffing, and we're going to show you that on this project when it's walking through completion. All right, so that's that. What else? So yeah, we're going to be doing a light graphic on here. If we look on the side of the truck, this section in here is going to be teal. Okay, so we're doing the teal in here. The rest of the truck is going to be white. I may do different parts of the truck teal. Maybe the mud guards could be teal. I don't know yet, but it will have a teal. I also have silver base coat that I could probably work into the paint job. I also have silver, so we're going to mix it up. I'm not sure exactly how I want to design it yet. If you're in Texas, you're sweating today, Tony. I am sweating. It's hot. Tony, do you have your book and DVD in Espanol? I do not. I'm sorry. I don't have it in Espanol.
What do you think about spraying clear coat on single stage for protection? I hope it's not a stupid question. You can do it. You could absolutely do it. You could basically have your single stage in the cure stage, right? Maybe let it flash for 45 minutes, and you could actually lay clear coat right on top of it then at the same time. If you painted your single stage and you waited about a month or two, basically wash it down with like 1200 grit, and you could lay 2 coats of clear on it, 2 coats of heavy clear. Glaze is for what? Glaze is for filling up chips, rock chips, sand scratches that you missed along the bodywork process. Okay, and you have a little touch up here and there that you want to get in before your final paint job. Because if you're almost done, you're ready to paint, and you find some nicks and scratches, you got to quickly do a light glaze. You do that, you cut it, you spray a little primer on it, cut it. When I say cut it, I mean sand it flat with 400, and then basically you lay over it. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and read at the same time. So if you guys are liking this so far, do a quick like right there in the thumbs. That thumb right there, hit a quick like, and you will see this project. I finally cleared some of the things that I had to get going. And no, 2000 grit to spray clear, hell no, that's way too fine. 1000 to 1200 if you want a flow coat. Yes, I will be smoothing out the plastic front bumper. We are gonna fill it with the high build primer, okay? And then we're gonna sand it smooth so it looks like gloss. So it looks nice and glossy. So that's what we're gonna do with that. How can you send pictures of my car after finished painting? Anthony, upload to Flickr. Create an account on Flickr. Does Zula sell bigger tips for stock guns? Yes, we are actually in the process of getting a bigger shipment in from Adam, and they're going to be giving us 2.0 tip sizes for the X20 and X21. And the Mini 16, you're going to be able to get 1.0 and 1.0 and 1.2 tip size. So there's going to be 2 tip sizes.
Compound.
What is the compound you use to buff nuclear from 2000? I use the Auto Magic. Let me go get it quick and show it to you.
There's 103 people watching, and there should be 103 likes.
This is really good stuff. And if you buy a gallon like this, it'll last you a long time.
Like
I've had this for
years.
a year and a half now, 2 years almost, and I only use that much, depending on how much work you're getting done, right? So this is good for buffing out anywhere from 1500 grit to 3000 grit, okay? My sweet spot is 2000 grit, and then I do my buffing.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions up.
Okay, that's a K truck, right? Yeah. Is it tight inside? Little tight. It's cool. It's cool as hell. Can I Scotch-Brite some matte black rims and clear coat over them to make them glossy? Yes, you can. Make sure you're using a very fine Scotch-Brite, okay? Because you can scratch them. Let's see. I use Matrix 2K primer with a 1.8 tip, but it always seems to dry with a rough pebble finish. What am I doing wrong? You're spraying it on too dry. That's the problem. So you got to make sure you open up your fluid flow, lower your pressure. Because if you're spraying at too much of a high pressure, you're blowing it out too high, it's drying and hitting your panel. So that causes that. Lower down your pressure, okay, with your primer. 1.8 tip is okay. You may want to reduce it a little. Reduce it 10%, lower your pressure, and spray slower and try to get it on wet. All right, that'll cure that, Paul. Jim Stewart, what do you think of flat black single stage as a first paint job, forgiving of so-so bodywork? Try it and see how it looks. I mean, any kind of black imperfections, okay? Black, you need to have your body work looking crisp, flat if you're gonna be doing black, all right? That's the hardest color. In your opinion, what's the best filler Bondo? The best is what fits your budget, okay? I think you could use the cheap crap and still get a good paint job, good body work done. As long as you let it cure really good, okay? Meaning you don't mix it wet and soft, and then you have curing problems, all right? Make sure you put enough hardener in it. I don't know, if you want to spend $100 a gallon for filler, use Rage Gold. If you want to spend $50, you could try Z-Grip, but I got this on sale for $28. So it's a pretty good deal. All right. Filler is pretty much filler. There's all kinds of fillers out there. Some people feel, you know, if they pay more, they're getting better. I've used all the expensive shit and the cheaper shit, and it's just pretty much the same. You just got to mix it and apply it correctly. So this is more like a medium grade Z-Grip. Okay, that's what they told me. I've never used it before, but I'll tell you how I like it and let you know if it's good shit or not. If it's good stuff or not. Excuse my French. So let's see. All right, so I'm gonna bust out a free link here for a free 85-page auto body manual for all you newbies on here. If you want to go ahead and download that, go right there. How long to clear coat after I lay the base coat? So literally, after you base coat, it should be dry within 30 to 45 minutes. That's called your flash time. Remember, the hotter it is in your garage or wherever you're painting, the quicker it's going to dry. And the hotter it is, you want to use a slow or a medium reducer. Okay, you never want to use a fast reducer where your paint is going to just dry so quickly. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I will be using a medium reducer, and probably if I paint this thing, I'll be painting it early in the morning or late at night, you know, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock when it starts to cool down, because it's been, today I think was 100 degrees here, and you don't want to paint in 100 degrees. It's like painting in an oven, you know, so wait at night or early in the morning. Have it ready, go in early in the morning when it's like 80s. 80s is a good temperature to paint at, and whack it. All right. Looks like we kind of lost broadcast here. Okay, here we go. Can you reduce clear coat? Yes and no. Some clear coats call for reducer, some don't. And if you don't have to, I don't like to reduce clear coat because it just feels like I'm reducing it, the clear. You know, I just don't like to reduce clear coat. So for our house of color here, it's basically a 3-1-1 reducer and hardener. So that's how I mix it. That's how I spray it. All right, 3-1-1. Let me move this over. And again, all of this, guys, is going to be documented step by step in VIP for you. Really, step by step. I'm going to tell you what to do here, what I did here. If anything came out messed up, or if the Bondo, I didn't like the Bondo, if I didn't like this, I will tell you exactly what's going on. Have you ever used the turbine setup? No, I've never used turbine, but I've had a guy or a couple of VIP members use turbine with great results. Okay, obviously I really don't need to because I got my compressor set up, and there's no sense for me to do it unless it makes sense to do that in the future, where I got so many VIP people asking me to do one, then I can do one. But the most of us are using air compressors anyway. What brand of spray gun? So right now I will be using Atom X21, and this is the Atom X21. We sell them at Zula.com if you want to check them out. Amazing spray gun. You're going to see the performance on this buddy, on this project here. And I will actually send you a link. We only stock 1.4 and 1.3 tips. And we actually sold out at a 1.4. You could use the 1.3 and get the same results. Some people prefer 1.3. Some people prefer 1.4 for all-around base coat, clear coat. I like the 1.4 tip size. All right, so I will send you. All right, here's the site where you can actually check out the Atom line of spray guns. See, I don't know how clear this computer screen is catching this, but this is a high quality gun. Really, really nice. And it's very light. Okay. Yeah, William, you're gonna love this gun, William. I promise you, you are gonna love it. What is a good 2K primer? Joel, there's many different kind of brands. Right now, I'm gonna be testing out this by Advantage. They say a lot of people buy it for the body shops around here, so I'm gonna test it out. So not too bad, 60 bucks for the quart. If you buy the gallon, it's gonna be a little cheaper because you're buying in bulk. Using the Advantage, okay, primer, filler, sealer. What do you think about Harbor Freight Air DAs? I think they're okay. I think you can get cheap. I have one. I have a Harbor Freight DA. Let me see. Where is it? Where did I put it? Well, I don't know where it is right now. It's around the shop somewhere. There it is. I think this sucker was like 30 or 40 bucks, Harbor Freight. Pretty good. Never gave me any issues. Okay. I have Advantage as well, and I use those a lot because they're a little lighter and a little smaller. Okay, so great. Do you need a sealer? You don't need, so there's different types of sealers, okay? There's a primer filler sealer, okay? Like this, and it's basically different mixing ratios. If you want to use this strictly as a high build primer filler, it's just a 4-to-1 mixture. If you want to use it as a primer sealer, you just add a little bit of reducer to it. That's it. Any kind of urethane grade reducer. It just makes it a little thinner so it turns into a sealer, okay? And this kind of sealer, you're gonna wanna make sure you sand it before you paint it. There are other sealers where you're spraying it in the booth and you don't sand it. You just spray it, you seal the car, and then you put base coat right on top of it and clear coat right on top of it. The only reason why I don't like that is because if you screw up and you make a mistake or you're in the booth or you're in last minute sanding and fixing a mistake, you know, with this, you do the body work right here in the shop or whatever you're doing, and you just get it ready for paint. You know, you sand it, you have it ready for paint. And then when you're painting, it's basically just laying a good coat of base on top of it. Your Intercoat, if you're doing pearls and flakes, and your clear coat. So that's pretty much it, super easy. What is a good air water filter for the spray gun? So I use these plastic filters on all of my guns. It's good insurance to have, okay? They're like $5 or $6 each. Okay, it takes out the moisture from your air, all right? And I also have coming out of my tank about 10 feet off of my tank, I have a air and oil separator. So it basically separates it and I check it. So if you're painting in hot days, right, you're gonna wanna check that in between your paint jobs and just drain it, okay? Especially when you're first starting out, make sure you drain it and there's no water so it prevents it from going in your lines, okay? Because you're gonna have condensation when it's a hot day. Okay, paint flaking off entire car. Do I need to remove all paint or can I 320 grit prime then 400? You could 320 grit to flatten, you have to feather out all of your clear coat, okay, into your base coat. You got to feather it all out. And I actually have videos on that in VIP. I show you how to do that step by step. And then you lay your primer on top of it. Okay, you have to put a primer on top of that, because if you base coat over feathered out clear coat and base coat, it's going to come through to your base coat. It's going to look like crap. So you're going to always want to make sure to put a filler primer, okay, a 2K primer on top of those edges that you fill, because in some areas you're going to go down to metal anyway, right? Kevin says, can a 1.0 tip be used for clear coat? Absolutely. Yes, you can. Basically, it's because you're spraying smaller things. You could use a 1.0 tip, no problem. It's just coming out of a little gun. Okay, so here's a very old solder jet, super old. You can see how it's went through the ringer, right? And this is I'm pretty sure this is a 0.08. This is actually a 1.0 tip, okay? And I've used this to spray rims, little, model cars with base coat and clear coat, okay? So it's gonna be perfectly fine. You're just spraying smaller, you have a smaller fan width anyway, and it's gonna work out perfectly. Here is a cheap spray gun from Harbor Freight, okay? And this is where you're gonna see that, you got plastic threading here. This is what sucks about the cheaper guns, okay? This is a no-no. This will probably wear out in a couple tries. Piece of crap gun, Master, what is this? Master Grip, okay? Here is actually the Atom Mini X16. Oh, and we're also getting them in a flat finish, which is actually going to look nicer because some of the chrome shows a little bit of imperfection in their last batch. So this one has a little imperfection in it. So they said, super sorry. Next time they're going to be busting out the flat look, which is going to look like a stealth fighter jet, they said, and they're redoing the model. So anyway, this is the Atom X16, and you could see it's all stainless steel. Okay, so you're not going to strip it out. This is a nice high quality gun, by the way. You're going to love spraying with this thing. Feels really good in your hand. It's heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. Okay, so this is the Mini X16. You could pick this up at Zula as well. I like it. I like it. Okay, it's a little bigger than your Sada Jet. Handle is bigger. It's actually good. The trigger pull is bigger. The trigger on here is so tiny. You're basically using one finger on it. Actually get two fingers on it. And it fits in your hand a lot better than the Mini Sada Jet. Anyway, so anyway, I'm gonna head out. I'm a little hot right now. I hope you guys got a lot of content on this. I answered a lot of Q&A. If you guys want to learn more, just head down to LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. Check out the blog. Get the free auto body and paint manual right here. I'm dropping the link right here. If you want to check out the spray guns, just go to Zula.com and pick yourself up a Atom spray gun. They're freaking amazing. You're going to love them. Once you spray with them, you will see what I'm talking about. So hopefully you guys gain some knowledge on all the stuff that I got. Is the Atom guns compatible with the 3M PPS? Yes. Basically the same size. Same size, they will fit. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, awesome. Thank you guys for getting on tonight. I will be on next week again, same time, and we'll be able to see the progress that we made on this project. And I may be jumping on live YouTube stream during the process, just as a quick update, this weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday. I'll be working on this in the Bondo stage, the filler stage, and I'll just be like, yo, this is how, would you guys like that? Would you guys like an update on Saturday when I'm actually laying some body filler and letting you know if I like this Evercoat or not? So I'll probably do that, and then I'll hit you guys up next week. This time you'll be able to see the progress and all of that. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you on next week. Here is the link again to the free auto body and paint manual for all you newbies. You can do it. All right. This is not a skill that only certain people can have or acquire. It's duplicatable. It's totally transferable. I've helped thousands of VIP members all around the world, give them confidence to be able to do this on their own projects. Jim just sent me 8 cars that he painted, pictures of 8 cars that he painted. VIP member, never painted cars before. He's doing cars for his friends. He has customers, and now he's making money. So pretty awesome. Thank you guys for jumping on. I'll see you guys again. Maya, say adios.
Bye.
She's just been a silent booger all night, just watching videos on my phone. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you on next week. Hit the like button before you leave. Cheers.